A large sinkhole that broke open in a western South Dakota neighborhood in 2020 forced dozens of families out of their homes. Neighbors filed a lawsuit against the state, claiming it failed to disclose problematic conditions about the area. A judge later ruled the state had immunity from being sued and dismissed the case, but the neighbors wanted an appeal. Tonight, KELOLAND's Carly Phillips explains why residents want the state to be liable for damages.
A 30-foot deep sinkhole broke open in the front yard of this Hideaway Hills residents' home in Black Hawk in 2020. Not long after the incident, residents learned their homes had been built on top of an old underground gypsum mine. Today, the South Dakota Supreme Court is hearing arguments from both sides to determine if the state will be liable for damages. Homeowners' attorneys argue the state used poor material to fill some of the mine's cavities when it still owned the property.
That allowed various water and other environmental factors to start wearing down the gypsum in that mine. If the state hadn't blasted it open, this sinkhole never would have happened.
The state says the alleged damage happened while it still owned the property, making the land public, not private at the time. Attorneys say this means the state cannot be sued for any alleged damage caused while it was state-owned.
The state paid money for this property. It paid for the right to perform surface mining and reclaim it to the pasture ground that it had always been.
Attorneys add, while the alleged damage occurred when the land was state-owned, the developer was aware of the gypsum mine once they began to sell homes in the neighborhood.
Larry Fuss had knowledge, and frankly, Keith Pukenbecker had knowledge. He fell into the underground mine. He fell into a 50-foot hole that was so deep he had to rappel down it so long that he couldn't see the end of it.
But the residents' attorneys say that's not the case.
The state said, we reclaimed the land. It's safe. And that is not true. It is not safe because there's pulverized gypsum underneath, because the state blasted open the sealed mine.
Both parties agree the Supreme Court should determine if the neighborhood community was damaged for public use. Carly Phillips, KELOLAND News.
Next, the South Dakota Supreme Court will decide if any damages will be awarded to homeowners. That decision will come down at a later date.